Happy full moon in Virgo collective. Today we're using the Thoth deck. And the first card that came out is Queen of Wands. And I steadily feel that certain individuals really got to stand their ground. And I feel like there's this rage, beneath the surface that is slowly just ready to come up. Someone's been holding on to it for a long time. And I don't suggest that you use up all your fuel. You don't ever want to burn yourself out. And I get that this way of expression, it's being shown in a new way. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that are about to be moved around and switched around. It's time for a change of scenery. It's time to feel different. And I feel like there's a lot of individuals in the collective who are screaming for it. They are throwing tantrums for it. A lot of people are expressing it in their own ways, but not all of it is really going to be seen or heard in the way that they want, because it's their approach to it. So if there's someone going through that right now, especially if they feel like it's them against, if they feel like it's almost like the world is going against them, this could be like a group of people. This could be work related. This could even be people that you don't know, and you just feel attacked. You feel cornered and you're just tired of it. But I feel it's important to have you know your approach matters. It's also what plays an effect on all of this. It's how you go about it. Don't lose your sense of character now because you found some kind of leverage. You found some kind of evidence. Stand your ground, but do it in an authentic way. Don't do it in a childish way. Because what's being exposed will also reflect on who's exposing it. So everyone's, in a sense, I feel like everyone's getting their fair share of not just humility. It's everything. It's like hidden details that are just meant to be exposed. But I feel like it really depends on the frequency of it. I feel like how significant is this to where it's really going to play an effect on what and who. It all depends on your situation. It all depends on the dynamic alone. But the only thing you can control is how you go about it. The only thing you can control is yourself. And at the end of the day, we have to keep in mind that what is divine is rightfully ours. What's divine is rightfully yours. So it can't be stripped away from you unless you let that happen. That means that it would only be you that's stripping that away from yourself. 3 of Swords came out, but it came out in reverse. So there's already, I feel like there's this clarity that someone has gained, which means you're safe either way. This is a bump. This is bigger than a bump in the road. I feel like it's just simply fated. This was going to happen one way or another. But once again, it's how about someone goes about it. Don't say too little and don't say too much, I feel the need to say. Because Ace of Swords comes out, which is definitely, that clarity shines through. I heard dictatorship. So yeah, again, you could be surrounded by authority figures or someone that just has a higher position than you, and it's really your outlook on it. The more you look at someone or a situation and you make it seem like it's bigger than you, and even though you're in a sense trying to stand your ground, that's the plan, and you're going against it, you're in a sense going against the grain, you're still somewhat giving it power because of how you're choosing to view it. Literally, how you're viewing this person or these group of people, you're still seeing it. It's in some way, it still feels intimidating. It still feels scary because you feel the need to defend yourself and do what it is that you have to do. But again, it's about your approach. Someone has to go about this wisely so that they're not the ones who are going to sink with the rest. It doesn't call for that. It calls for your inner wisdom. So it's really about how you're viewing yourself right now, how you're talking to yourself, keeping in mind what morals lie within you so that you can use that head on. It doesn't call for any type of forceful act. You don't have to be forceful with it. The Tower is here. This, yeah, either way, this was gonna come out at some point, some way, somehow. There's a lot of exposure here, and there are a lot of hidden things all at the same time. You see the pattern, light, shadow, light, shadow. So yes, this does call for us to always make sure to balance, to keep in mind that we do have to balance our light and our dark. But there's something about this dynamic here that it just calls for you to be honest. That's really about it. Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. What you say and how you say it at the end of the day does play a part in what's about to change, what's about to transform. The energy within that. It's all about how you go about it. I can't stress that enough. What else is at the bottom of the deck? Strength is in reverse. Princess of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, it's almost like these little details, these small details, these petty things, it feels like they're the most important thing right now because they stand out so much. And this is something that this could have been like a repetitive thing. It's something that could be consistent, and it made you feel stagnant. But now it's smaller than what you realize. It may be smaller than what you realize because someone could feel attacked, someone could feel targeted. And that's all they're getting from the situation. Now someone just is choosing to be outspoken. But what it really comes down to is the final result. And that is being controlled by that higher authority. It's being controlled outside of you. But you are involved. So you have to, in a sense, look at the bigger picture here.